Hello and welcome to Bits Play Games! In this video, I'm going to go over why I'm picking up Super Mario Party Jamboree. Let's jump in. Super Mario Party Jamboree is probably my most anticipated Mario Party entry since probably the GameCube games. My favorites would probably be Mario Party 3, 5, and 6. There just wasn't anything quite like getting 4 friends together and seeing the alliances, betrayal, and luck all play out. I'll be honest and say, I never really gave the Wii Mario Parties a chance. Back then, I gave online reviews a little too much weight, unlike now where I like to form my own opinions before looking what others say. Before the Switch, the last Mario Party I played was Mario Party 10 on the Wii U. And even though the Bowser minigames on the gamepad could be fun, it just didn't feel super polished. See, Mario Party 10, and I think Mario Party 9 as well, all the characters who are playing on the board move together in a cart or a buggy or whatever it might have been. And I really didn't like that way of playing. I always liked moving independently from each other on the board and just running into different things at different times. I felt like it just added to the game. And when you're all scrunched together and you're taking turns, I guess, moving, I don't know. I just thought it really took away from the experience. So fast forward to the release of Super Mario Party, I was excited to see that they were going back to characters moving independently, and even though the trailers seemed to show maps that didn't look too impressive, I was excited to dive into new minigames on Nintendo's newest console. Ultimately, I can say that I had fun with Super Mario Party, and I've played a good bit of it, but I felt like Nintendo did the bare minimum with that title, and it showed. Super Mario Party Superstars came out on October 29th, 2021, and I was tempted to get the game, but I already owned all the N64 and GameCube Mario Party games, and after Super Mario Party, I decided to skip it. It seemed, however, that Mario Party was getting back in form with this title, so it definitely had my attention. When the first trailer for Super Mario Party Jamboree dropped during Nintendo's June Nintendo Direct, they wasted no time claiming this was the biggest Mario Party yet. Coming from the lackluster Super Mario Party, they definitely had my attention. This trailer and the subsequent trailers, I feel, gave me enough to sell me on the game. One of the first things these trailers show are the new boards for the game. The first new board they show is Rainbow Galleria. This board just looks like a lot of fun, and it has a cool event that happens on the board where there's a flash sale where you can get stars and items half off. I can see this adding a cool strategy element to where you would maybe place yourself somewhere on the board to try to time the cells. I don't know, just the whole map just kind of has a cool vibe to it, and I'm excited to play on it. The next new board revealed was Rollin' Raceway. In this board, you're in carts, and with the board being as big as it is, there's higher rolls along with the chance to get a lucky roll, which lets you move 40 spaces. I like how they kind of went from a board being a mall to being on a racetrack. You're already kind of getting that variety, and right off the bat, I was starting to believe that maybe this is the Mario Party that isn't gonna let us down, so I was excited to see what was next. And I feel like with a lot of other Mario Party games, Nintendo really loves their tropical boards, because next was the map Goomba Lagoon. I love the Mega Fruit Paradise board from Super Mario Party, so I was particularly excited about this one. This board has a changing tide mechanic where paths open and close depending on the tide, and there's an event where the volcano erupts, so that should be a blast. Next, we have Mega Wiggler's Tree Party, where the Wiggler moves around the board, and because there's spaces on the Wiggler's back, it changes the whole map every time he moves. They didn't really show too much about this map, but once again, it just kind of adds, they have like a pretty big element in each board so far. And I know every Mario Party board has their little gimmick, but I feel like these ones are a little bit more substantial than what I've seen lately. The last new board is King Bowser's Keep. Here, Imposter Bowser randomly rampages to mix things up during the game. So once again, the 5th new board, it just seems like they all have cool stuff going on, but I'm probably most excited for Rainbow Galleria and probably Goomba Lagoon. All these new boards have pretty unique elements, which should make it a pretty different and fresh experience when you move from board to board. That was something I really liked about Mario Party 6, specifically their day and night mechanic they had. Each board had a change in gameplay depending on the time of day, and I just love that. There was a snow level that I liked where I think there was like chain chomps at like a certain time of day. I don't know. I just loved when the maps offered something different every one you went to. And maybe this game isn't as involved, I guess, as Mario Party 6 with the changes with each map, but I guess I'd have to play it to make that decision. But it definitely still looks fun. Along with these 5 new boards, they're bringing back 2 classics, which are Western Land and Mario's Rainbow Castle. I played Western Land on Mario Party 2, but I never played Mario's Rainbow Castle. I think that was from Mario Party 1, so I'm excited to check both of them out. So overall, I'm pretty happy about the board selection. I feel like it offers something different, but interesting in each map. This already blows the board selection out of the water compared to Super Mario Party. And maybe I'm being a little harsh, but the only board I really liked in that game was Mega Fruit Paradise. Also, 7 boards is definitely a healthy amount for a Mario Party game. One thing I've heard griping about online was the downgrade of the character list from 20 in Super Mario Party to 10 in Mario Party Superstars. Luckily, this game brings the most playable characters yet in a Mario Party game, which is 22, including 2 new characters, Pauline and Ninji, which I think are cool additions, especially Pauline. She's definitely been on the rise since Odyssey, and she was even a new character from the Booster Course Pass in Mario Kart 8. So she's definitely been being pushed lately. Something I really didn't like all too much about Super Mario Party was the ally system. You would get an extra die with different numbers on the side compared to the traditional 1 to 6. I don't think this was balanced well, and I know there was a lot of salt going on when people would collect multiple allies. Well, they're back in Jamboree. However, they completely changed their use, which I think is for the better. In this game, instead of getting different dice, the allies have different abilities like moving you to a random space on the board or copying opponents' items. And it seems like they made some good changes to the balance issues where to get an ally, someone has to pass them on the board. But even if you're the first to pass them, everybody plays in a specific minigame to that character to try to win them as an ally. But getting to them first doesn't come with nothing. You do get an advantage in the minigame you play, which I think all comes together for a pretty good balance for that system. The character-specific minigames seems like a really cool detail they put in. For example, the Luigi minigame is in a haunted mansion, and Donkey Kong's is like something from Jungle Beat. I just thought that was a really cool detail to include in this game, and I feel like it just is really just bringing you in as you play. Overall, it looks like they put a lot of thought in bringing back the ally system to where people are actually going to like it this time. I feel like this has been a lot already, and this is just the characters, maps, and normal game mode. Nintendo wasn't lying when they said this is the biggest Mario Party yet. Along with the normal mode, which they said is called Mario Party mode, by the way, this game is going to have a huge variety of different modes, which range from a mode where you race other players up a mountain as Yoshi, one where you use motion controls and fly around collecting coins, or working with friends to kind of be an Uber and carry characters to different destinations, and another where you're fighting in the air. It's like an aerial showdown mode. There's even a cooperative puzzle mode called Toad's Item Factory, where you control parts of the facility to get the ball to the goal, and there's 30 stages for that. I feel like that kind of reminds me of the WarioWare games, how they have those little separate mini games that have high scores and everything. So I thought that was a cool addition. Another mode they're adding is Rhythm Kitchen, which looks like this game's version of the rhythm mode from Super Mario Party, but seems to have a little bit more variety, and I like the rhythm mode in Super Mario Party, so I'm glad they're bringing it back in some form. This game will have 2 worldwide multiplayer modes, the first being Koopathlon, where 20 players online try to race to the finish by collecting coins during minigames to advance on spaces. And I guess when you lose or do bad, you kind of get knocked back spaces, and there's survival minigames games where Bowser's attacking, or imposter Bowser, I guess. So it seems like there's a lot going on. It seems like this game's take on a battle royale, and once again, it's just more variety from all the different modes they're adding. The other worldwide multiplayer mode is a cooperative mode, and it's called Bowser Kaboom Squad. This is the cooperative option where 8 players work together to defeat Imposter Bowser. The amount of options outside of Mario Party mode will definitely keep me busy for a while. So to this point, I'm already super excited for this Mario Party. But once I saw it was confirmed that this game was going to have multiplayer with friends for the Mario Party mode, that kind of sealed the deal for me. Not only that, but there's going to be random matchmaking. I'm kind of a little bit not well informed at this point, and I was so excited when I saw that, but I did see that Superstars had random matchmaking as well. If you've played Superstars, let me know how that was and how the online held up. So I'm really hoping it holds up pretty well for this game. But online with friends was the first step. But now that they're doing random matchmaking, I can't wait to jump in. I didn't know about it in Superstars, but going into this, I just know for me, it's going to add a lot of replay value that I can just jump on whenever I want. If I can't get friends to play with me, I can just jump into a game. Once again, I just really hope the performance is good, because a game like Mario Party where there's some timing and things like that involved, it could completely ruin it. So I am interested to see if you guys have had any issues with Mario Party Superstars. Super Mario Party Jamboree is looking to be the best Mario Party entry in years. It has the potential, and I hope it lives up to that. Everything they've shown, all the different modes, all the little touches, I think it's shaping up to be a really fun game. If you're planning on picking it up, let me know, and we'll definitely get a game started. I'm excited to play with you guys, and hopefully it's a good time. But anyway, guys, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Until the next one, I'll see you guys later. Bye!